Hey folks, Suburban Cowgirl here. Just wanted to show you something that we like to do. We go to Sam's and pick up meat when we find it on a good deal. And then one of the ways that we have to preserve it until we're ready to use it is to vacuum seal it and then put it in the freezer. Helps to keep the freezer burn from getting to it. So even if you don't use it for a few weeks, a couple of months, as long as the food itself has not reached its expiration date, and you don't let it thaw and start turning colors on you, which I've done a couple of times, it's a great way to save money. So I'm going to show you how to use the Foodsaver, and this is something I actually got off of eBay for a really good deal. I didn't buy it brand new. And then the bags you can buy pre-made, or you can buy them in the rolls like we do and then custom make your own sizes. So I'm going to show you how to do that now. So one of the ways that you can save money even while buying the good Foodsaver bags is to buy the rolls. They just come, looks sort of like a saran wrap roll or whatever, and you can get 2 to a box. They're in Walmart, they're about 20 some odd dollars. So they go a lot farther than they look like they're going to. I don't normally reuse the ones that I use for meat, especially poultry, but they can be washed in the dishwasher or with hot soapy water and reused. So you just roll out what you think you're going to need. Make sure that you leave yourself an extra couple of inches of head space, bigger than the item that you're going to be sealing. And just that way you can make sure that you get a good vacuum seal on it, and then when it goes to melt the edges of the plastic, you've got a good seal without having to worry about it gapping or pushing. They do have lines on them at intervals here, so it helps you to kind of keep it a straighter cut. If you've got a real jagged cut, it's not going to vacuum or melt the seal real well on it. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it about here. A good pair of kitchen shears is a must for this. Makes it a lot easier. So you're just going to go ahead and cut it to whatever size you think you're going to need, plus a little bit more. Get it good and straight. And now I will show you how to make your first seal on one of these. On the rolls, obviously, when you cut them, you're going to have both ends open. On this particular model of Foodsaver, once you've plugged it in, you're just going to open it up and it'll hinge open like that for you. And then if you look right down here, in front of the vacuum channel, there's what's called the sealing strip. So when you're making your own bags, this is what you're going to do. Go ahead and put it right up on there, just push it down. Then you're going to push the Foodsaver down and lock it into place. And on this one, we're going to go ahead and hit the manual seal button. It hasn't vacuum sealed, so it will not, or vacuumed it out, so it won't seal it. You have to use the manual seal. So what we're going to do is hit the on button and the manual seal button. And then when it's done doing its thing, it will automatically stop and unlock. And you can look, well, you may not be able to see it real well, but if you look on here, you can see a line across the bottom where it's sealed itself. And I like to do it twice just to make sure that there's no holes in it. And there you go. And it will be a little warm at the end, but not too warm to touch. And as you can see, we now have a closed bag. Okay, so we have gotten our bags made, and then that one package of stew meat that you saw will actually make 3 meals for our family. We've got 4 people in there. Some eat a little more, some eat a little less, but this will do. The larger packs are going to be either for stew or for like a braised beef and broccoli, something like that. And then the smaller ones, the smaller container, is the perfect size for a small batch of beef stew. So as you can see, we've gotten 3 meals out of one package, and the prices were very good for our area. So what we're going to do is put the food in there, and you can see that the bottom's sealed up. It's not going anywhere. And then we're going to take the bag and lay it over this vacuum channel. And on most of the Foodsavers, it actually does say vacuum channel. I don't know about the other vacuum sealers, but these are pretty well signed up. So We're going to put that in there and make sure that it's not overlapping the seal, because you want it to be able to actually get in to suck out the air, and if it's all the way over, you've got overlap, it's not going to be able to do that. So on this one, we're just going to close it, lock it into place, and then we're going to hit the on button. Okay, and I'm sure you saw how about halfway through started to shrink up pretty well. There's not a whole lot of room for movement in there, so that means you've got a good seal. And on this one, I actually have to push the manual seal button when I'm getting ready to seal it, otherwise it doesn't work, but it was a bargain, so I don't care. So anyway, that's all there is to it. If you have any questions, let us know. Like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you later. Bye.